itself on the quality and refinement of its road cars. But we must confess that our favorite Benz sedan of recent vintage was last year's limited edition hot rod, the C36. Tuned by the wizards at AMG, the C36 crammed tons of driving fun between the usual Mercedes characteristics of comfort and class. But Mercedes has never been a company to rest on its laurels. So this year they've decided to one-up themselves with another C-Class road blaster, the C43. And you know what? We may just have a new favorite. So what does it take to be Motor Week's favorite Mercedes? You take a stock new generation Mercedes V8 engine and let performance specialist AMG have their way with it. Add the newly tweaked engine to the best-selling model in Benz's 112-year history, the middleweight C-Class sedan, and that equals the 1998 Mercedes-Benz C43, a four-door road rocket that roared down our track to 60 in a scant 6.5 seconds. On its way to a 14.7-second quarter mile at 98 miles per hour. We love it. Although we have to note we were surprised the C43 is only slightly faster than the C36. The foundation for this still potent punch is Mercedes' new all-aluminum 4.3-liter single overhead cam V8. This high-tech V is 44 pounds lighter than the 3.6-liter inline-six found in our old-loved C36. Innovative dual-plug, 3-valve per cylinder heads returned a 40% reduction in exhaust emissions and a 13% gain in fuel economy over earlier V8s. AMG adds hot rod goodies that include cast aluminum pistons, lightweight modular camshafts that provide greater lift and longer duration, high-pressure lubrication, and a freer-breathing intake manifold. The result is a 10% increase in horsepower from 275 to 302, and the impressive delivery of 302 pound-feet of torque from 3,250 to 5,000 RPM. Skillfully handling all this neck-snapping forward progress is a high-torque 5-speed driver adaptive automatic transmission. Accustomed to pulling duty behind Mercedes' big 6-liter V12, the match is ideal and the trans delivers nearly seamless shifts. To fully exploit the C43's power-to-weight ratio of 1 horsepower for only about 11 pounds of car, AMG also massages the double wishbone front 5-link rear suspension. Added to the mix are stiffer springs, a solid 27mm stabilizer bar up front, and digressive action Bilstein shocks at the corners. This delivers a car that attacks tight corners with laser-like precision. Turn-ins are crisp, response instantaneous, and side-to-side transitions are smooth yet solid. ASR and ESP, Mercedes traction control and stability programs are standard fare. The Bilstein shock's digressive action means they react to high-frequency disturbances like expansion joints with maximum softness and automatically stiffen for lower-frequency intrusions like potholes. This gives the C43 a civilized highway ride, what you expect from all Mercedes. While the positively huge race-adapted 13.2-inch front and 11.8-inch rear internally ventilated brake disc are capable of supplying serious chest-squeezing de-acceleration, like 60 to 0 in a mere 95 feet. 4-channel ABS and brake assist complete the package. AMG's more subtle influence on the exterior of the C43 can be seen in the front air dam, body-colored side skirts, and the rear apron, where the chrome tips of the absolutely wonderful-sounding low-restriction exhaust system peek from underneath. Open the door where the side impact airbag resides, and you'll find the AMG Touch inside, too. From the very firm, highly bolstered 10-way power leather seats and specially designed steering wheel that telescopes but doesn't tilt, to the trick-looking black on-white gauge cluster. The rest is pure Mercedes, with plenty of burl walnut throughout the cabin, automatic climate controls with charcoal and dust filters, and an 8-speaker Bose sound system all ready for the optional phone and CD changer. Rear seat room is C-Class tight, perhaps a gentle reinforcement that this is really a driver's, not a rider's car. But the split seat back with its release lever in the trunk does fold and opens up to a sizable pass-through to the marginal 12.9 cubic foot of cargo space. But there's no doubt the C43 delivers a lot of Euro hot stuff for the bucks, 52,750 of them to be exact. And while it's certainly not cheap, it's not an unreasonable price to pay for one of only 1,500 of these super sedans destined to reach our shores over the next 3 years. So, is the C43 our new favorite Mercedes? If you don't know the answer to that, you haven't been listening. And I hope you'll join us next week for more Motor Week. We'll drive the all-new and very different Mercury Cougar and try out a more sure-footed Chevy Corvette. Craig Singhas tries the vintage racing circuit, while Pat Goss gives us the straight dope on